Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about questions asked by interviewer and answers given by candidate for getting a job as a mechanical engineering. So let me start from first. Question number 1. What is the second law of thermodynamics? The second law of thermodynamics depicts that the total entropy of an isolated system can never reduce over time. Question number 2. What is ferrite? Ferrite is a magnetic iron rock. Question number 3. Which pipes are used for steam lines? Steel pipes with welded fitting are used for steam lines. Question number 4. Distinguish between the shear center and elastic center. The shear center is a center where the force can act with no twist, whereas elastic center is located at the center of gravity. Question number 5. Name two vital conditions of a perfect gas. Two vital conditions of perfect gas are: it should satisfy the state equation, and second is specific heat remains constant. Question number 6. What is meant by greenfield project? These are the projects which are built from scratch and does not create pollution. Question number 7. What do you mean by cotter joint? It is one of the types of a joint that are used to connect two rods which are under compressive or tensile stress. This joint is made of steel or iron. Cotter joint is used for connecting a piston rod to the crosshead of the reciprocating steam engine. Question number 8. Define pitting. It is corrosion that turns to a small hole in the metal. Question number 9. What is the alloy of tin and lead? Solder is an alloy of tin and lead. It is primarily used to make electrical joints. Question number 10. What is the importance of tolerance in engineering? You cannot design any product without tolerance. It increases the chances of rejection rate and overall product cost. You utilize tolerance in part dimension to reduce cost and facilitate manufacturer. Question number 11. What is caustic embrittlement? Caustic embrittlement is a physical change in metal. In this phenomenon, the boiler becomes brittle because of accumulation of caustic soda. Question number 12. Name the boiler that does not need a steam drum. Supercritical pressure boiler does not need a steam drum. Question number 30. Explain the Otto cycle in brief. Otto cycle describes the functioning of a typical spark ignition 4-stroke engine. Otto cycle is a description of what happens to gas as it is subjected to changes of volume, temperature, addition or removal of heat. Question number 14. Explain enthalpy. It is the heat content of a thermodynamic system. Question number 15. What do you mean by annealing? Annealing is the process of heating any material above the recrystallization temperature and cooling after some time. This process increases the hardness and strength of metal material. The result you will get is a reduction of dislocation in a crystal structure of metal being annealed. Question number 16. Define a uniformly distributed load. A uniformly distributed load is a load which is spread over a region of the beam. Here the magnitude of the load remains similar throughout the element. Question number 17. What is universal coupling? Universal coupling is used to connect two shafts whose axes are inclined to each other. It consists of a pair of hinges connected by a cross shaft. Question number 18. Why would you use pneumatics? Pneumatics systems are significantly cheaper than other streams like hydraulic system. It can move faster and do not leak oil if they develop a leak. Question number 19. Explain mechanical refrigeration. Mechanical refrigeration is a process by which heat is removed from a specific location using an artificial heat exchange system. The refrigeration system can be cyclic, non-cyclic, magnetic or thermoelectric depending on the application for which refrigeration is needed. Question number 20. What are various types of brakes? Various types of brakes are 1. Hydraulic brakes, 2. Electric brake and 3. Mechanical brakes. Question number 21. How will you classify sliding contact? Sliding contact can be classified based on the various thickness of film bearings. Question number 22. How will you create a piston head? Piston head can be designed on the basis of the following points. The crown must have enough strength to absorb the explosion pressure inside the cylinder. You can consider Grashopp's formula to calculate the thickness of the head. Question number 23. What is the relation between the thickness of the thermal boundary layer and the depth of the hydrodynamic boundary layer? The ratio of thickness is equal to Prandtl number minus 1 by 3. Question number 24. What do you understand by engineering drawing? It is a technical document used to transfer technical details and define requirements. Question number 25. Define the least count. It is the smallest value that can be measured by measuring instruments. Least count can be measured using the following formula. Least count is equal to value of one scale division minus total number of a vernier scale division. Question number 26. What are the different type of screws? Screws can be classified based on the following parameters: screw head, screw thread type and screw drive type. Question number 27. Explain bearing. Bearing is a device that is placed between two components of engine for the smoother movement. It enhances the efficiency of any machine. Question number 28. What is the difference between pipe and a tube? The significant difference between the pipe and a tube is that a pipe can be measured based on its inner diameter. On the other hand, a tube can be measured based on the outer diameter. Question number 29. Explain the term torque. A force that causes rotation is called torque. It is a measure of how much force is required to rotate an object. Question number 30. What do you mean by emissive power? It is the amount of radiation emitted per unit is called emission power. Question number 31. Define coal. Coal is a sedimentary rock that contains other elements like sulfur, oxygen, chiefly hydrogen and nitrogen. It is the most important primary fossil fuels. Question number 32. Differentiate between total moisture and inherent moisture of coal. Total moisture is the coal is referred to as a measure of the bulk as a simple, while the air dried simple is called inherent moisture. Question number 33. Briefly explain the term gravity. Specific gravity is proportion of the mass of a substance to the density of a reference substance. Question number 34. Why is cast iron seasoning important before machining? Cast iron seasoning is important for easy machining and saving the cutting edge of the tool. Question number 35. What do you understand by heat treatment? It is the operation that involves heating and cooling process of metals to change its properties. Question number 36. How can you identify mild steel, cast iron and high carbon steel? You can identify these metals by a spark. Mild steel gives medium and dense sparks. Cast iron gives very thick and short flashes. High carbon steel gives long and thick sparks. Question number 37. Define the term latent heat. It is the amount of heat that changes the property of material without increasing its temperature any further. Question number 38. How to report calorific values of fuel? You can report them using the following methods: as a received or wet basis, dry or moisture free basis, combustible or S basis. Question number 39. Explain the nuclear reactor. A nuclear reactor is a plant which initiates, controls, sustains and maintains the nuclear fission chain reaction. It protects against radioactive radiation. Question number 40. Define case hardening. Case hardening is a method of making outer surface harder of the steel parts. It is done to use low carbon steel. Question number 41. Why is heat treatment of steel metal crucial? It is important to get the desired property, change electrical and magnetic property and relieve the stress after hot or cold working. Thank you for watching this video. Watch more video. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you so much.